a true contender towards the top of the world. And I think they've done that with these additions, with niko and Flames. As you pointed out, let's see what they can do here on Dust2. We're getting underway into Big's map pick. You can see our 1x bet odds favoring OG to start us off in this series. Let's see if they can live up to the hype.
Utility at the ready for Big to toss in the middle. Man2 is going to be playing up in towards short. Alexi is going to be under a good bit of pressure, and actually he goes down. Tabson wins out that draw. Quick shot from Zantares. Oh, this is lightning fast from Big. With fire and fury, the pistol round gets started here for Big, and not a single kill coming in for OG. It's just Flames left alone, and what can he really hope to do here? Israeli begins to run away. He's going to try and tap away, and he's going to get shot down. What a pistol round from Big. Not a single chance there for OG.
And if Big didn't have OG's attention already, I'm sure they just got it with that pistol round. Stunning shots in through mid with the Glocks, showing us the level we're getting to see from this squad individually will be carried through from that opening game into this matchup against OG. Got the pistols to come up against, but so far today, we personally haven't seen too many of these 4 spies in the second round straight away come out on top. They have been competitive on occasion though. Seeing if OG can come through with the Deagles here. Big taking short slowly, going for the standard map control.
Yeah, OG in this round, you know, you take a look at what they've got, a couple of Deagles, scout and play. You're really looking for Man2 to soften up some of these big opponents, right? Make them a little lower so the body shots, the Deagles can come in for lethal damage immediately. The Big are going to start taking their time as they start to walk on up. Utility starts to dump on into the A site. Firebomb all over the site here. Alexi B forced into the open, and he's just going to burn. Look how many Molotovs are used in this round for Big. There's no way out of that for Alexi B. And the bomb plant starts to come in. It's planted for short as well, so they don't even have to challenge really into this long fights. Where Man2 most likely would be able to do some damage, right? He gets one shot off, but traded out by the scout god himself, Searson. And Valde left alone at long with a Deagle in hand.
Quite a comfortable start for Big on their map pick then. Tabson with 4 kills early. Valde not getting anything at the end there. Zantares shuts him down. And OG will have almost nothing to play with in this next one. See Alexi trying to make that play, but the molly completely denies him, even though the flash was solid.
Barbecued Alexi B. A delicacy.
Tasty.
So, we tuned into the Ace room real quick. And Harry was enjoying some Carrigan eating banana action, so that's what you're missing out if you're not watching the A stream. Harry was a little bit excited about that. And I think Big will be excited about getting a 3rd round here, because OG is just 1 P250 out for Valde, the rest are on USPs. So this should be a nice clean round for Big, and it's important that we get this start for them as well. You know, Tabs and continuing a good start is really important. Individually speaking, he was an absolute monster earlier on today. Zantares as well, just on the Deagles, was just incredible. Would like to see Keto get a kill here. Maybe just try and get that confidence, get the first kill up.
No chances for kills on the A site because there are no OG players in position. They stack the wrong site. All about trying to do some damage here at the end of the round. And to be fair, Big have got full rifles ahead of this round, so 1 or 2 kills could be quite costly, could force the reinvestment. The Flames also has a flash, which may allow them to just try and force some fights here as Big back away. Big are already back, though. I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, I think they're okay here right now. They're going to start to run away. OG sprinting in towards the site. I think it's time for Keto to get some of these kills. Give me them all. And Keto's just going to start taking everybody down. He's up to 3 now on the board and a 4K to close it out. Actually, Tabs stole that one away. And that's going to be 3-0 up for Big. Nice and clean. Don't really lose any players. Don't really have too many casualties. And so jumping into the next round, OG are going to pull out the AWP in the hands of Mantu. M4's around it. All can play. Finally a buy for OG. Let's see what they can do on the defense.
Finally a round where the equipment value is fairly even between these two teams. OG able to get a good buy on board. Searson was watching for the mid play to allow Tabson to run up close. Ooh, Tabson very aware of the possibility of niko close by. Even damage exchange off that early play. Flash at the ready to continue to contest mid. Although now Alexi B has rotated through, so slow it down. Go for that map control. It's very common for the T's to take that short control early, which is exactly what Big are trying to do here, but another nade lands. Keto down to 57 health now.
Great nade damage coming in for both sides. Nice slow rounds here from Big. I mean, this is something they were willing to do earlier on against Sprout, was take some of these slower rounds, take that mid-control up cat. I think what wasn't working for Big earlier on today was some of these long attacks. That was something they definitely struggled with on the T side. The short and B takes were just unstoppable. So Tara's getting tied up through the edge of that smoke, but here go Big. They're going to go for this long play. Flames in the pit. He's got the M4 at the ready. 34 seconds left. Tabson has just got the kill on the Alexi B, and that's a quick kill from Tizian. That changes everything as Keto comes in with another one. All these late kills coming in for Big. And this is they're just making it look easy right now, Hawk. You know, just taking their time, just walking out long, getting those easy headshots, and OG off to a pretty slow start here on Dust2.
Oh, flash dodge by Xantares. He went close to the pillar, so the flash didn't blind him. He nearly gets away with both kills at the end there. niko on just 6 health gets away with his life. But a rather drawn-out round, like you said. Late kills come in for Big. They finally find the early frags they needed to get in towards A. Just looking in control right now to start this game. Never really looked like they were feeling any time pressure there. They were taking as much time as they needed to find some favorable fights. Tabson spots Alexi on the edge of the smoke. Tizian with a really fast reaction shot. And then Mantu is just caught between two terrible positions. He's never going to get out alive from that spot. So Big take an early 4-0 lead. Going to need to see some signs of life here from OG soon.
Yeah, otherwise Big can start to get into a really comfortable position to start off Dust2 in this best of 3. Xbox smoke is up early. OG got plenty of players trying to get down cat. But Big are just going to send the opposite amount of players out towards long. Everybody from Big is just walking up long right now. Molotov into car. I'm assuming the smokes will come in pretty shortly into the cross. And there they are. Big just taking their time once again, just walking up in towards long. A couple of shots being rattled through the smoke. Kito's going to throw his Molotov over the top, and now he tries to get in towards the site. niko just in below the Molotov. It's not going to allow the boost over the top. And I think Big know that. So they're going to know the site is clear to play with. And there goes the push through from niko. It's allowed 1 kill in for OG, and now the rest of the attack coming in short. But luckily, Keto so clean on the AK. 4 kills picked up. Yes, against pistols, but he does it in style.
3 Big players haven't even died yet.
This is nuts. This is just the system of Big just working like a well-oiled machine. This is German efficiency.
It's not a headshot machine, Dinko, although they have some headshot machines. A part of the big machine that is Big.
Yeah, it's a big machine.
It's a big machine.
It's a big machine. At OG, well, they're the originals. Let's see if they can do something about this. Because this has not been a good start for them. And if they lose this gun round, I don't know what you can do, really. It's a good start, though. niko trying to spot out for that quick catwalk aggression from Tabson. He goes down on top of Xbox, and now Utility's starting to dump on in, and Valde actually connects on to quite a few players there with that itchy. Station's down to 59. I think Searson was, I think he's playing separately from the team right now.
Well, a man down early. Big's response is that same cat control that's been so important and so successful for them. And Mantu's AWP on the CT side doesn't want to challenge. The nade will cause some problems, though. Two big players taking a chunk of damage before the push can begin. And this long stack looks pretty nice for OG right now.
Mantu is yet to get a kill, but this AWP could change that. That could be the opening. It's going to smoke in towards long, and this utility is certainly making things difficult for Big as they run right through the smoke. It's Flames with the first kill on Tizian. And now the attack's starting to come through from Big. They're going to try and boost over the smoke, but Alexaby just about gets around the corner. Searson is waiting for him to overextend. He's waiting for that opportunity to come through. The utility will start to dump its way into long. Alexaby yet to get a kill alongside Mantu. This could be the change-up, though. They spotted the bomb crossed on over. Valdez taking Searson out, and Alexaby finds the bomb. Here comes Keto out towards long, but it's just going to be one. Big gets stomped in this one. OG up on the board finally.
Getting an early kill makes an important difference in that round. Puts Big down to a 4v5 early. Then that split is nowhere near as effective. And OG also do an excellent job at focusing that one side of the push, denying the long play early. And even though Keto wanted to push long and wanted to assist on the push to the site, he just gets stuck behind that smoke. And in that position, he realizes he's better off actually just waiting later on. Eventually arrives from long, but way too late to have any influence on the outcome of the round. So well worked by OG there to have that early emphasis on holding that one side. Flames has been able to push up through long again. So they've been getting that control on the OG side so far. Big remain close by, though. They want to hang around and see if they can challenge.
Some
haven't
utility.
really seen a B play yet.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like this utility is going to try and get them out in towards mid. Maybe a B split starting to come in. And in that case, Niko is going to be the player under a good bit of pressure here, right? He's been smoked off, he's been isolated, and he has taken Searson. Not a bad start to the round at all here for OG, and Niko wants to get another one, but he's now under so much pressure, and there it is from Keto. The quick reply, they're going to try and get the boost over the top of the smoke, but they're so ready for it. Tizian spamming through, and Keto on the B bomb site, but Flames, that is the play that's needed. Right through the smoke, gets the double kill, and now suddenly it's all on Tapson. He's had some incredible moments already today, in particular here on Dust2, but this needs to be another step up from him. The Krieg in hand in the clutch. AWP of Mantu peering for its first kill. It really wants to get on the board. And Tapson is just going to be taking his time. Transitions towards back platform for the post plant. Starts to tap away, gives away his position, and that is lightning fast from Flames. I'm sure he's enjoying LAN.
Nice turnaround from Flames there, especially because he actually blinded his teammate earlier in that round. Niko, when he was holding close mid, was looking at the angle. Clearly the communication not ideal because Flames flashes his teammate and doesn't allow Niko to hold early. So it was really important that Flames pushed through at the right time and denied that B split from coming through quite so easily. As soon as he gets those two early kills, then the round changes. Because if he doesn't find those, Big probably get onto the B site and win a comfortable round. But Flames comes through with some impact frags. Good to see him making up for that team flash earlier on. Now OG are starting to get a foothold in this game. But they need to keep that up because Big still have money for the buy in this round. Thanks to that strong start. There's plenty of cash remaining. So far, most of these rounds from Big have been fairly slow-paced. Maybe one or two rounds where they go slightly faster, but for the most part, they're happy to slowly take map control. And they're playing that same style again.
Niko was good in the last round. Probably would have been better if he had an A4. And that's what he's got this time. It's far better at dealing with his close-range multi-kills and Alexaby trying to spam some damage through the smoke. Niko has dropped back. Instead of playing on top of the B ramp, he's gone back into car, and that nade goes soaring in after Alexaby, and it locks onto him. 38 damage, 38 HP, should I say, left on him. And now Tapson trying to get through the Molotovs. They're all burning. Oh, a double kill. Mantu getting rid of Keto and Tapson. It was a double Molotov that came in for Big. And now Tizian holding off the drop back in the middle. OG have 3 players currently going through mid. And right now, OG, they've got the 2-man advantage. Suntaras and Sirison locking in the bomb plant. But they're going to need a huge round out of this. And this AWP from Sirison, this is the weapon we're looking to have this moment. Can it deliver? It has to, and he just come off the scope at the wrong time. He still gets away with one, but he's about to burn. 3 Molotov kills in 1 round for OG. And niko gets the headshot to close it out. Utility damage is off the scale right now for OG.
Brilliant team play from them throughout that whole round. Like you pointed out, the double molly into short makes such a massive difference there. It's so rare to see those 2 Molotovs connected like that. And the incendiaries really did land in the perfect positions. You see there's nowhere for Big to be safe from. And then that final incendiary kept towards the site by niko. Make sure that OG have a very good chance on the retake. As soon as they flush that first player out, they've got a really good opportunity to go ahead and figure out where that last player is, win themselves the round. And now Big have to take a timeout because it was going all so well for them, almost too well for them. Oh no, and they've just both bought AWPs. I don't think that was intended.
Double up T side.
I guess Dust2 is the one map where you could maybe try and rock it.
Yeah, could definitely work on Dust2.
Who's the secondary AWPer? Is it Tabston?
Yeah, I mean,
so.
Yeah, definitely. Tabston's nuts on the AWP. Sirison looking for the opening. Tabston picking up the AWP and going over towards B. They're going to try and make the most out of it, and not a good start. niko taking Tabston down. 4 AWPs on the server. niko is the better of the secondary AWPers in that duel. And now more pressure on Sirison, and he can certainly make it work. Go opening kill from him. Up into Catwalk. There's plenty more he's got to find here, and that's another good shot from Sirison. Oh no, though. He walks through the door with a nade in his hand. He was not ready for Alexi B.
They focus on mid for a second, but they're able to get back onto the B site before any play comes through from Big.
Oh, that re-smoke.
Smoke was up, and another smoke means that Big may be slowed further. They've just used their nades into the door, though, so they might want to pull the trigger here, but they've got to be careful. There's this AWP still on the other side.
Yeah, could work if they get good flashes in, though, and that's exactly what's happened. niko flashed off the angle, now needs to tuck back, and Keto is able to get the kill. Alexa P down as well. Keto is just hitting some nut shots in these entries, but he's got to be careful of the fire there. It's only on 34 HP. You don't want to walk into that. How many Molotov kills have we seen so far? And speaking of flames, he's away saving.
Got to get one of those jokes in there. It'd be rude not to.
I remember I seen that he was messaging Chad on Twitter saying, yo, stop with the flamesy. It doesn't sound cool anymore.
That is all you really care about with your nickname. It's got to sound cool.
Yeah, it's got to sound cool. And then
not sure why you picked Dinko.
Not sure why you picked Hawker.
We do have fun here at Cologne.
Yeah, Cologne in Stockholm. And then obviously the mainstream in Katowice. Oh, we're all over the world right now. But all that matters is the players are in Cologne.
Yeah, we're nowhere near as important. We can be anywhere.
We can be literally anywhere. We don't even need to be here. Let's be real. All right, Keto.
Yeah.
If he continues this, I don't know what I'm going to do because he's on 13 kills right now. 13 and 3. There's no one even really close. So Keto is having one of those games.
Took the words out of my mouth. And he's the sort of player that has these games for Big every now and then. I'm always unsure whether I really like having Keto on the team because he has these sorts of games, or I really, at some points, you feel like when he has those weak performances, Big system is what carries them at times. But yeah, it's nice to have that player that can also step up and carry you at times. And I think he does probably provide more of those good games than he does those bad games that you sometimes see from him. Definitely a good player to have on the squad. Pantu's been blinded with that AWP on CT side. OG have some weapons, but definitely a limited purchase for them into this round. Searson's waiting patiently in this close quarters battle.
Yeah, he's just holding for some aggression. He has been doing a very good job at that, and there it goes. Aggression into his crosshair. Alexi B in the meantime has found one. Mantu getting one out of it, but Suntaras and Tabson. How quick can you be? Valda and niko have a lot of work to do, and niko just has a USP. He's going to be searching for a better weapon, but Suntaras, he's the gatekeeper. You're not allowed free things in life. Suntaras makes sure of that. He's the tax collector in this round.
He's a con man right now. Oh, yeah, I'll give you a free orb. Come get this free orb,
come
mate.
Get it. Walk into the trap.
You ever fallen for a con man before, Dinko? Ever lost any skins or anything?
Yeah, I did when I was younger. I give a guy. He was telling me he was collecting a bunch of CS skins, and he would give me like CS cases.
He's got an AK.
Yeah,
It wasn't a
con man. It was just it was good to be true.
Nice guy, Xantares.
You know, I give some guys some of my CS:GO cases, and he didn't give me what he promised. So
it could be worse.
Yeah, didn't lose too much. It was like, but it was like 70 pounds worth of cases. So
for me, I lost my my Charizard. I've told this story before. Someone
never
told
heard
me
this
they
story.
had some rare Pokemon card. They were like, "Oh, it's a rare Pokemon card. Oh, I promise you, it's a really rare one. I know you've never heard of it, but it's a super rare, cool Pokemon." And I was like, "All right, I'll believe this guy. I'll believe him. I'll trade my nice Charizard for it." And it turns out it was just like some rubbish Pidgey or something.
and that was only last week.
Exactly, I know. How am I going to recover?
That's why you're here, Alex. You got to make up for the financial issues.
I do.
And the emotional issues. Luckily, we've got Lamb back, and that certainly helps everything. It's been a long day of Counter-Strike so far.
It has. So much so that you're losing your voice, Dinker. It happens.
Yeah.
Your voice will break one day, don't you worry. We're back into round number 11. Big starting real strong hit in this one. OG started to bounce back slightly, but it's looking good for Big right now on their pick. That previous round was really nicely played too, actually. We should touch on that because Big pushed up through A long very quickly, and the instant response for that from a lot of teams is push short on your CT side. Get that short control on A. Citizen was just waiting for it, so easy kill for him, but it's an easy kill for Mantu at the start of this one. Getting that shot onto Tatson, and they're not ready for Flames. Close angle, good for the early kill.
Oh.
Keto has to do something special, but he won't have the chance to do so. And Xantares needs a 1v5. They're fighting him, but Valda eventually finishes the job.
Yeah, you never really can count Xantares out of those situations, right? When he's getting those kills in, you never really know which way it's going to go. And Xantares just starts getting kills. You start thinking, okay, maybe there's a chance here for Xantares, but everything cooled down pretty quickly for OG. And for Big, well, I think it's quite the same, actually. It's cooled down quite a bit for them. It was a really good start coming into it, but I think OG is starting to warm up now into Dust2. You start getting Mantle on the board, you start getting him popping off. Flames as well, delivering some really good rounds. He's currently 9 and 7. I think we just had good moments out of most of OG so far, which is exactly what you want to see, right? You want to see as close of a game as you can between these two teams. You want it to be a real battle to get the spot in the main event. And we've seen that already today with Team Spirit versus Vitality. Vitality just about getting through in the 3-map series against Team Spirit. And now we're here for Big versus OG. I think my voice just broke in the middle of the castle. Here we go. Play in towards the B-bomb side. Valde holding on from Car. He's got a good position to try and hold on for this. Niko as well stepping up and the bomb's down. Pistol's getting wrecked.
A couple of very, very good holds from OG in these rounds. And it's those same situations where if you win that first fight, it's much more difficult for the opponents to come at you and start to get those trade kills. You have to rely on the nades at that point to get you into those sorts of scenarios. And it's back-to-back rounds where OG have just got those early kills and turned it into a crossfire, turned it into team play, and turned it into plenty of kills for themselves with those separate angles, working together on the hold. That puts Big down to pistols. And Big have tried to switch up some of these recent rounds. They've tried to hit different bomb sites, but they still run into those same issues. So here with the pistols, I'm not sure what the best answer is. Maybe the answer is the 1D. Tizian's already hit one headshot. They won't be able to go get that gun, but it's certainly the sort of start you need in this round with just the Deeks.
Yeah, they're going to try and get a bomb plant out of it, so they're going to go quickly up into shorts. Flames are going to try and hold this off. A long range for the AK. Could have worked out, but he's actually decided to just allow Valde to come over and pick up the scraps, and Valde happily does that. Flames hitting the headshot as well. Bomb plant has come in, and that is what we're talking about. Xantares just taking a double kill again. He's had this kind of play earlier today, and he's doing it once more, this time versus OG. Niko with the nade in hand, caught by Keto, and once again, Xantares How does he do it? The Deagle in the exact same position. He had almost the identical play earlier today against Sprout, and he does it again here against OG. That is exactly what we were expecting coming out of Xantares. It's what we're hoping to see, and this is what they can do on Deeks. Look at that.
Oh, it's a lovely push from above. Both players looking the other way. Xantares gets set up for, honestly, the easier Deeg kills. It was Tizian who landed the more impressive shots in that round. Got to give him huge props for those kills. He netted his team early. And now Big have a brilliant chance to go ahead and get themselves into an even greater lead at the half. It's already 8-5. That's a solid scoreline. If they could get 9 or 10, they would be ecstatic. Tabson gets a molly kill early. Flames is now trapped alone, and he's out of ammo. USP won't be good to go. Another shot from Xantares straight onto the site. And Big up the pace after a lot of slow rounds. And they put the punishment onto OG.
Yeah, well, niko is going to try and hold on to the AWP. He's done a good job at getting that quick kill down onto Xantares. But Big, they're going to be up to 9 rounds at a minimum in this first half. And I think that's more than comfortable for them in terms of how they expected this to go on. Dust2, Valde is going to be spoiling out Tabson. It was cool to hear from Valde actually before this this game got started, right? Just hear his thoughts on how OG are performing, how he feels about the team right now in terms of adding Flames in. I think obviously it's hard to deny it is better right now for OG than it was beforehand. And they must feel cool to be on the team right now. It's an exciting time for them. Finally kind of reaching the success that they're capable of and should be capable of. For a long time, OG were really underwhelming, not really getting the results they deserved, and you have a player like Alexi B, who for me is still one of the best IGLs we have in Counter-Strike. Everybody I've heard that have closer insights into what actually goes on in the server have confirmed that. So yeah, I'm glad OG is starting to feel much better and play much better, and obviously the skill ceiling is so high for them now that they've got a young player like Flames on the team.
Definitely feels like a positive trajectory for this OG lineup. Not been a too positive start to the game though. They're 9-5 down, heading into the last round of the half, but Mantu gets the best of Searson early. Mantu has been doing a decent job with that AWP. He's out-fragging Searson right now, but it's not been enough to give them the rounds, and already Big are rushing it onto this A site.
This is real quick from Big. It was an even quicker play earlier from Searson, but Tabson just getting a double kill, confident to take both of those long fights, and the bomb plant will start to come in for short.
And I think it's because they saw Mantu's AWP at mid, so they just say, you know what, we can run it into A, it's only Rifles holding, and now they're in a great spot.
I love that little clean tap from Xantares, and a second one as well.
Get out of here.
All right, Xantares, he's just styling on them at this point. Brilliant round to close out the half. It's 10-5 for Big. They lead by 5 as we go into the second half, and we'll be right back after a short break. Looking more in control than ever on Dust2. OG have got to get a good start on the pistols here to get themselves into play here on Dust2. Big on the CT side. We've seen what they can do a little bit earlier on today. We know what they're capable of. OG definitely have a difficult battle ahead of them. They're going to start off by going out long, though, quite heavily. They've got some utility in Alexi B as well, but everybody else, apart from Valde, is on Kevlar. Valde's even got a smoke and a flash here, so this A site might just be susceptible to a tick.
Counter utility available for Big, though. They themselves can be brilliant with these flashes, and they've got a lot of flashes to try and help stall this push.
Oh, they do indeed, and Tizian's going to try and stall the push with some headshots. It hasn't quite worked, as Xantares is landing damage to the smoke. He's done quite a bit of damage, actually, but no kills yet for either side, and finally that might change. Tizian going forward. It's actually Searson that's found the first, but Mantu doubling up. Valde finding another. It's all on OG now. Looking very comfortable. Xantares and Keto having to back away from this. These initial fights not going Big's way. And OG just, with a flurry of kills, suddenly are looking so good in this pistol. Xantares just trying to find something. Quick headshot, but couldn't get away with another. That's going to be the round for OG, and a very good start going into the second half. They needed that pistol win, and now they've got it.
Xantares was actually almost out of ammo at the end there because he was spamming that smoke with the USP. Those are some great shots from Man2, though. That's what OG needed because Big did stall them. They did use those flashes and the nades to slow OG down. They had everyone in place. It all came down to winning those fights. And OG needed some really nice headshots to make that happen when running into a bunch of players on the site itself. And their players definitely delivered. Man2 coming through with the important frags. Now they'll see if they can beat down the Deegs and that scout of Searson, which is on this A site. Tags exchanged early. Searson wants more, though. He's looking for those players up close, but they're already crossing to the site. And here's the flank.
It hasn't worked out for tabseN. Eventually, he'll get his kill. And if he's still alive, this is a big issue now for OG. They're going to worry about just a P250. Finally, they get rid of tabseN, but chaos was created right there for tabseN. He nearly got away with nothing, though. Still lucky to be able to get that kill on the flank. I think when you come around the corner with just a P250, it's hard to select a target like that.
They're still locked in on long, though.
Yeah.
Kito's pushed up mid.
Yeah, Kito just has the deagle right now. He is alone. So if OG are to go back, they might just lose one player, but they should be able to trade it out, and the boost is so ready. Alexa B through the smoke taste, both players down. And OG, they stood a chance to losing the round, but I think at this point, it's looking very good for them, thanks to that double kill. Kito and Xantares are still alive. They're still over here on this A bomb site. That does cause a few problems for OG, but they're just waiting for some peaks to come in. Eventually they'll spot out Xantares to do a little bit of damage onto him. And now OG start their run up in towards the A bomb site. Xantares trying to catch the players as they cross over. She's soaring in from Kito as well. It does damage onto Flames, and what a shot. Right through the boxes. Flames is down, and Xantares with another one. 14 seconds left, and the bomb is down. Big are just going to sit back and short. Actually, they're going to go for the quick run around through short again. They come back up. This time the bomb planted. Xantares looking for the shots. Niko's down on 2 HP. He is just whiskers from death right now. And Xantares is looking to try and chip away at them. Kito's gone around long. Brilliant headshot on the deagle. Alexa B is alone. 1v2, and he cannot do it. Kito in with the deagle. A brilliant round from Big. And Kito is the man that delivers the most impactful shots in the late round.
Some of those shots from Kito and Xantares, though, stupendous shots. You see Alexi B is scared to go get the bomb and try and plant it because he doesn't know how his teammates are dying with wallbang headshots on the site. Oh, man.
What is that? That is just unreal. Look at this. What is that? That's not even a shot, Xantares. That's just cheating right there. That's unbelievable. This is not normally. Someone check his PC. 11-6. Big just dominating right now on the individual front. This is unbelievable. Oh, I love when Kito has a game like this. 18-6. tabseN 12-10. Xantares 16-10. Big have been so fun to watch on LAN so far. They're here to play.
Searson waiting with the scout. Couple of players coming his way, but it's only a flock of Glocks for OG.
Oh, that's the bomb.
And they've left the bomb behind. Oh, boy.
Yeah. This is about to be real clean.
Real quick.
Oh, likes to be. He's about to die. Xantares confirms. 12-6. 4 rounds away from Big taking victory here on Dust2. And for OG, you know, you take a look at what they've got in the bank account. They do have a buy coming out again. AK-47's in play. Will Man2 get us up? Alexa B would probably have to make that donation. And actually, Man2 goes to a scout instead of an AK. So that's what he feels more comfortable playing. Actually, it's okay, because right now Big don't have an AWP either.
Why'd you say it, Dingo?
Seriously?
Why'd you say it? Why'd you hate Man2?
I don't know.
Why would you curse him?
I'm so sorry. Sirius is just the scout god, isn't he? There's barely anybody anywhere near Sirius's level on the scout. It's incredible.
Don't worry, guys. Searson only has a scout.
Yeah, but he
Famous last words.
He is Searson, though. So, can't really do so much about that. Big off to a very good start. And for Man2, it's a sad round. At least it's a quick death. And now Big can just slow simply sit back on the sites, wait for OG to come to them. There's no aggression really needed in the round here for Big, and they aren't really going for anything either. They don't want to give away that early pick. It's such an important kill to get. And if Big win this round, their money can really start to grow. The scoreline as well is just getting closer and closer to that victorious scoreline here on Dust2. So it's all about just sitting back, not making these mistakes, and OG, they're about to take some short control. It looks like they want to go for the B split right now on OG. And if they go towards B, there's two inside of the site right now. One big Keto.
Alexi likes to switch up his plays too, depending on who he's playing. He normally likes to find a counter to what team he's playing, but Keto can be difficult to counter when he's playing like this. He has been shut down, and now Xantara is caught in the back. That B site hold not as good as you would want it to be, but the retake could still be possible with some nades left in tabseN's hands.
Yeah, they got to be quite quick, and obviously with Valde down to 60 HP, it does make things a little easier if they can get that kill quickly. Good smoke out to the doorway, though. There's a bit of a gap on it, but if you try and walk through that gap, OG would certainly have the advantage of just taking down the opponent that walks through it. I think Big are just starting to consider, is this even worth it? This time is really ticking. Flashed over the top of Serious. Ineffective onto Valde. Double kill in from him. Tizian and tabseN got blinded by the flash, but Valde evaded it. And now Serious just hanging around the extremities. Started off the round well, but in the end, OG, they're the ones that recover. Those B splits can just be so deadly. Serious aware that he can steal away the AK, save his side of the B site. Takes that AK into the next round, and you know those B splits. When you don't have a setup like where you have a player playing platform or in a car, those B splits can become a real problem because you see how Xantara is then forced when his teammate dies. He has to worry about the window, he has to worry about door, and you're exposing yourself completely to tunnels there.
You've got to try and be proactive in that position, but you know that it's not going to be easy to be proactive when you're getting crunched in from both sides. We've got the scouts out again for both teams into this one, so we'll see if syrsoN can repeat the same performance. This time, just a tag to the body, but it's still going to do good damage. He tags two players, but not enough to get the kill on either of them.
So OG losing health, but no player. So that is very important to start off the round. And for Big, try and pull that back, and they're going to do it with some long aggression. Flash over the top, tabseN leading the charge and the attack forward. HG about to go in for Xantara. It's the worst time to pull it. He gets timed on, but Tizian and tabseN taking kills between them, and suddenly it is only Flames. Left alone, right through the smoke. What are you doing? tabseN just runs right into Flames. Kill comes in for him, and now suddenly a 1v2. This is a Vici play. Oh! What? That is unbelievable!
He was
through the smoke. Tizian goes down. Flames is gonna have to do the lottery after this. This is unbelievable. Right through the doorway and the smoke, a headshot whilst moving, and now it's down to the 1v1 versus Keto. Flames can pull off a ridiculous clutch here. If Big lose this round, they'll be kicking themselves about throwing this one away. Flames thinks it's going to be the long play, but look at Keto walking up into short. He's just got a different position now, and Flames has crossed over. Ships in the night. The timing for Flames is absolutely perfect in this round. 20 seconds left, though. He's got to go in towards short and just about missing out in the clutch. So close to pulling it off, but in the end, it is Big.
We sure this is the pro game still? Have I looked at a silver matchmaking game? No, at least Gold Nova. At least Gold Nova.
I mean,
well,
it's still better than your game, Hawker. So.
True, very true, very true. Seriously, look
at that.
He's just moving. He's not even on. He's not. Crosshair isn't even on. Oh, God. What a round. Are you not entertained?
I am, for sure.
I definitely am.
Dude, this has been like hour 12 of the broadcast. Who knows at this point? But this has been exciting. It's been entertaining. And Big, right now, very comfortable, right? They're 3 rounds away from taking away Dust2. OG, while they're currently sitting back with a couple of Deegs, the scout in the hands of Lexa B, I feel like their economy has always been this way so far in the second half, right? They've never really had those consistent buy rounds, those string of rounds together where they have a platform they can run off.
It also helps for Big that syrsoN's just been scouting every round, so he's continuing to be a very cheap player for them while still having impact.
That is really cool for Big as well, right? Because they actually have that option. It's not just a meme. It's not just a gimmick. It's Searson actually finds impact on the scout. So you get a lot of money out of it. And Tabson, good peek on towards the CT smoke. Got out just before Flames could get away. And that's going to be a reply, though, from Valve. Double dinked him through the doorway.
Damn. Very good work there with the Deagle. But the time is against OG. 43 seconds. They still have smokes. They still have flashes. Searson is committed to the site with his scout. That will not be easy on the hold. A couple of players are tagged, but still, he's got to do a lot here.
Yeah, he really does have quite a bit of work to do. And Searson really getting these headshots, not getting any shots right now. Oh, no. Oh, not a single shot landed, but Keto comes in for a double. Another one from Keto. There we go. Tizian comes in as well. This is really solid from Keto. And, you know, we do talk about sometimes you can have these performances. This is just a star showing from Keto. 23-7. In behind him is Zantares. He's on 18. They don't really need Searson to do anything right now. He's just chilling in his room alone, just scouting away. Just scouting away. The rest of his teammates are taking all the kills. So 40-7 now for Big. They haven't really broken a sweat here in Dust2. I was expecting a better showing out of OG. Even though it's Big's map pick, I was expecting a little more from OG.
It's absolutely wild to think OG beat Big on this map a month ago, I think it was, on Dust2, 16-14. It just feels like Big are a completely different team here at LAN, at Cologne. I'm telling you, man, there's something about Big at Cologne. Is it coming home to Cologne?
Well, Counter-Strike's coming home. They're staying home right now. Big 15-7. Map point here on Dust2.
I just realized I can't say it's coming home to Cologne because they're Berlin International Gaming, aren't they?
Yeah, it's coming home to Germany.
Sure, close enough.
Yeah.
Doesn't have the same ring to it.
No, it doesn't.
This has been a very strange game, but I still think Big can be fairly happy with it. I mean, the fact that it has become so scrappy and their individuals have played so well is a really promising sign. And sure, it's been scrappy, but at times there have been some really nice utility plays, some really nice moments for Big. Let's see if they can close it out, though. It's not confirmed just yet. 8 map points for Big, though.
Yeah, that's certainly a nice stat to have, considering OG have shown absolutely no promise at winning consistent rounds on the T side. So eventually, Big should roll into a CT round win, if not here. So right now, looking very good for the Germans. I think when you come back to LAN, though, a lot of these online results, I think we can start to slowly forget about some of them, especially the more recent ones, because I feel like a lot of teams got burnt out, right? You're playing the same tournament a lot of the time, you're playing the same environment over and over again. Online, you can't help it. It's just going to fizzle out. Your motivation, your focus, everything is just not going to be there. When you get back to LAN, though, it feels like you're back in a huge competition. You really realize what's on the line. And Big have really seemed to have are reveling in that fact, right? Because they're just showing up to a level we haven't seen from them in months. We'll see if they can continue this. OG, they're down here out long. And their smokes have started to fade away. And look at the amount of information Big have been able to pick up. They've got players over on A ready. They've even got another boost up. This time, Searson has an AWP instead of a scout.
They know short's clear. They've just got that info. They're fully focused on long, and yet still the kills come in for OG. 2 great kills early, but they have to overcome every single CT player.
Yeah, and now Keto is going to try and play in the smoke. He faces the smoke. He finds one. Probably should have got away with another one there, but taps and tries to help out. It's not going to be enough. OG on the long play. Even though Big had the rotation over, they had the numbers, they had the stack. It's not enough. OG just went out the jewels.
A couple of nice early kills, again, for OG. I think a lot of their rounds where they have found success on the OG side have largely been down to just getting those clean early kills, those crisp early headshots. Even on the CT side, it was the same. They had the crossfires established, they'd win that first fight, and then they could snowball it from there. But when they're losing the early kills, they struggle to find a way back into these rounds. Pistols out, but we've seen the pistols before, and Tizian is looking good with that Deeg here on Dust2. He's got the early kill for his team. It would be quite fitting in this game for OG to lose it to the Deagles.
Yeah, I mean, it's already happened before, right? They've already had a round like this go against them. OG certainly still in the advantageous situation in terms of having the better weapons across the board. They got to try and get rid of Tabson. does well to just stay alive, and I think just staying alive creates a problem in itself. Now niko trying to fight on so many fronts. He's done a very good job at dealing with that. Finally taken out by Searson. He tries to hold the cross. He's hit the leg shot, but not enough damage to take down Alexa B.
Could be the save call. tabseN low on health, picks up the AK. Maybe if you had a nade to just lob to the site and see if you can get a kill, you'd think about it. But even then, without the kit, the retake would be difficult. So
yeah,
getting away with some weapons is a fine outcome, especially just making sure you have that AWP. You're never going to complain if you save an AK on the CT side.
No. And especially because, you know, you came into this round, it was just Eagles, right? It was a little bit of investment. You weren't really looking for the round win. If you come out with anything other than a loss with nothing, then that's quite something. So, OG getting a 9th round, they can certainly make the scoreline look much more respectable. Try and pick up some momentum going into the next map, which will be Mirage. Mirage is another one of those maps, though, where niko can sometimes just have some unbelievable performances. So, if he can carry that over, he's got a real meal on our hands here. And there's, again, Tizian just doing a really good job on the deagle in this round. But niko, I think, is the player there that really saves the day for OG. It could get a little bit worrying for them, but niko gets the 3K. And now into the buy round yet again for Big.
Double up setup out. niko plays on that B site here on Dust2, so he will be sniping over towards B, and that will allow a 3-man stack towards long for Big. Controlling that area of the map early, because they're confident that niko could hold B alone at the start of the round. Fairly standard start to the proceedings here in round 25. Ooh, boosting over the lurk smoke is very cool.
Yeah, I like this. Some teams will pull this out more often than others. niko is going to get a reward for it. niko down early. OG have lost that player advantage, and now they're going to run straight into middle. tabseN looking to hold on. M4A1S, he's been good at just peeking out on the edges of these CT smokes. They're going to try it again. Although OG didn't go with the smoke, they're just going to stand on the other side of the doorway right now, trying to bid out more utility, get a little bit more info out of these players. With 55 seconds left, OG looked like they just want to go for this A execute. They have no prong to the approach over towards B. It just has to be this play in towards short. They're going to run boost the player over the angle, and Searson not able to get the kill because of that. Now dropping down to the deagle instead. He needs to pull out the AWP. Searson's over here alongside his teammate tabseN, who has just taken a double kill, and that might just be enough now. OG have got to fight back in a 2v5 to try and stay alive here on Dust2. Valdez got one quick headshot. Searson out of play at least, but tabseN, he's had enough. A 3K so far from him, and it's just a matter of time before he closes it out. 16-9 for Big. Dust2 continues to be good for the Germans, and we'll see if they can continue that good showing after the break. We'll be right back.